Hey, I'm Kev, and welcome back to Rider Careers. Patrick McDonald had a very up and down debut with the Pod racing in Qatar, but can he do better in Argentina? So here we are around the Tomás de Rio Hondo circuit. Hasn't been the happiest hunting ground in the past for Dan McDonald, Elusive, or for Patrick McDonald in his only race around here. Let's see what we can do on top level machinery here with the Leopard Honda. As he showed in Qatar in the race, he was very good. Qualifying was not as good though. As he goes a bit wide in that first corner, very easy to do that. Very easy to do in most of these corners. Be sliding again with the front, which was an issue late in the race in Qatar, so he's got to watch out for that again at the end of this race. So tyre wear's a bit more of an issue around here. That's a decent opening. Again, maybe first sector will be his best sector. And then middle of the lap will be a bit closer. Second after that will maybe the opponents will be a bit quicker than Patrick McDonald, but we'll see. So he drops it down to second for the hairpin at the end of that long back straight. Okay, too much speed into the corner though. Once again, maybe not aggressive enough on his opening qualifying effort. As he goes into perhaps the trickiest corner on this circuit, not just the apex, but it's coming out of the corner. The bike's sliding, you're turning right, tyres will get very worn through that corner. And up the hill over the ridge, a bit wide onto the apex, had to drop down to second, then flat out through the right. And into the left, a slight lift, going wide, but can get on the power. And then in towards the final couple of corners, a desperate down corner coming up. Again, you're leaning on that front brake, front tyre. You're going to see lots of riders try and make moves into that corner. It's a 41.2 to begin with. Probably a second off the pace at least. We will see at the end of this lap. Let's see if we can improve it second time around, unlike in Qatar. He's got a rider in front. It's that Finati, and it's like trying to block him. He's coming out the pits. Get down to second, nailing that apex better. Held onto the brakes a bit too long though. Means he hasn't got the best run out the corner as Patrick McDonald. But level, at least in the first sector there, it's confirmed at least a second off the pace as Antonelli goes to the top of the timing on his KTM. It's mostly a Honda category, but KTM can be competitive occasionally. As he breaks very deep into the hairpin. Gets on the power, very heavy. He goes through the sweeping. Right, and look at that, he's level. And then now he's 2 seconds off the pace. As one mere, his teammate sets a time, 49.1. So he goes McDonald slightly wide. Maybe should have got it down the second to get the acceleration out of the corner. Well, this is a better lap at least, it looks like. As there you go, that's what he's meant to do in opening lap. In third, get towards that apex. The only corner where the camber really does help you get towards that apex. He's 0.8 of a second now behind his teammate and into this final sector. If he can dip into the 50s, that should be decent that. As always, losing that front end into braking into the right-hander. Well, there you go, 50.4. And that second has become around a second and a half, as it is Finati who you saw riding in qualifying, grabbing pole by 1,000th of a second ahead of Arnold Canet, with 1 minute in third. The only riders under the 149 barrier, with Martin in fourth, Bulliger fifth, DJ Antonio sixth, McPhee seventh, Midno eighth, Baschini in ninth, and Antonelli round out the top 10. He's got Hotel and then Rodrigo, the home hero, on the fourth row. As there is Patrick McDonald alongside Levalloy. They really do feel like they're way off the pace in qualifying, but as we saw in the race in Qatar, maybe McDonald will be a bit closer to his teammates. He wants to once again qualifies 40th alongside his teammate Loy, with Nurdin in 13th. As right at the back is Finnish Patrick. So can McDonald this time follow through on a promising start in the race maybe and finish well? So we are looking at the grid. Fenati very happy with what it looks like. As looking further down, you got Oto pretty happy. You know, he's outside the top 10. Anthony doing the look into your eyes. Looking at side there is Patrick McDonald looking very serious in 14th. First looking further down, you got Dalbino very happy by him. A disappointing opening round. Qatar looking to bounce back. And right at the back, of course, you've got the Peugeot of Pukkinen. So we are revving up the engine on the grid. Ready for 6 laps, and we probably should have put it in gear as McDonald gets away slowly. Drops a row, looks like to behind Cornfield heading into the first corner. But being very aggressive. Gets back into the points. Here goes Cornfield, though, the veteran in Moto3 back down his inside. We also got Guevara, the teammate of Rodrigo, around our outside. As he goes McDonald into the left-hander looking down the inside of his teammate Loy. Gets past him into 14th. So not the best start, but he's making up for it, is Patrick McDonald. As he goes onto the back straight, you've got Nuruddin in front. But it looks like Loy's going to have the slipstream on his teammate, and there he goes, the Belgium. Let's see if McDonald can get the slipstream back from his teammate then. Heading towards the braking for the hairpin. Definitely can. Can almost go down the inside of the Malaysian in front. He's got Dinello past Loy, dropped down to 17th. Really got muscled out in that braking zone. As there goes the KTM of the VR46 Italian. We'll go up to second as Canet. Looks like he's dropping down behind Martin. Now as Rodrigo holding up Nuruddin into that right-hander. McDonald thinks he's got an opportunity, but has to drop back. It says Di Gianantonio on the podium again with Mir down to 4th. Lots of changes happening at the front. There's a little slots into 14th where he started. Oh, but can he go down the inside of Nuruddin here into the left? He's trying. Malaysia trying to hold on around the outside, but it's not working. Up into 13th. And now into the final couple of corners. McDonald got the inside line on the home hero. Goes for the right hander. You've got Buller ahead of Canet as you go on to the second out of the race. Nuruddin past Rodrigo behind us. McDonald in 12th. Not the start he wanted, as Bastianini's now battling for a podium. It really is a free-for-all at the front in the early stages of this race. As you've got McPhee past Fenati. Fenati dropped down from pole. And McDonald with a very alternate line through the first couple of corners, but he holds on to 12 just about. As Nuruddin and Rodrigo battling like a hell behind. McDonald battling like a hell to catch up to the slipstream in front, but feed back past Fenati. 4-8 as over half a second back, got half a second gap behind. McDonald stuck in no man's land as there's Jorge Martin with the fast lap and opening up 50 flat. So here goes Patrick McDonald breaking very deep into the hairpin. Taking lots out the tyres, didn't see barely worn on that opening lap. As Rafi drops down tonight, battling Rota now for the top 10. There goes Mindo following his teammate into the podium places. The Bastianini and Fenati down to 11th. Wouldn't have expected that after starting on pole. But look how Hector is in front. Fenati out to 9th, but Fee shuffling back. It looks like. So we're now on the tail of this train of 12 at the front of this Argentine Grand Prix. And what Hector Bakkinen is, as it looks like the Germans just settling in 11th. Slight gap to McPhee in front, and then it is just the line. So McDonald make a move into the final penultimate corner. He will. German left the door open, but gets him back on the exit. And he crossed the line in 12th. He's gone to the third after the race. So he's got Nuruddin Rodrigo battling like hell. As into the first corner, here comes McDonald. Can he take a better line than he did on the previous lap? He also does a 50-point dead. And he can, up into 11th. Now let's see how this shakes out in the next couple of laps. Who's going to maintain the pace? Who's going to drop back? As here goes McDonald down the inside, but Fee got held up by Antonelli in front. And great move from the Kenyan. As they go onto the back straight. He's definitely got some KTM slipstream in front, but he also got the British racing team Honda behind, and here comes McPhee. Looks like he's got better gearing down the inside of the Leopard. Heading towards the braking zone for the hairpin. McDonald braking a bit earlier. There's an incident in front. Someone has been caught out. And there's one Mir. One Mir, the teammate of McDonald, has gone down in the ruckus in front. As Antonelli's now up to third. We were just battling with Antonelli for 8th. He's in the podium places. This is a proper Moto3 ding-dong as you've got Jorge Martin in front. And it's like the Sky Tower Riders have fallen back to 6th and 7th. So you've got Patrick McDonald in 9th ahead of McPhee and Otel are battling for 10th. But now he's the only pod in this group. One Mir down and out of the points as well. So here goes McDonald down the inside. We've got DJ Antonio in second. We've got Canet in third. And here comes Patrick McDonald now making his way through this group, or trying to. He takes a wide line. That seems to be a good line. Not the best exit, but he's got a good momentum. As he goes past, is that Canet? Goes past Fenati, he's up to 6th. They say, oh, here comes Canet down the inside, very aggressive from the Spaniard. Now here comes down the inside of Antonelli into the top 5. As we're in the second half of a breathless race. As Antonelli now Fenati are battling, here comes McDonald down the inside of Martin. As he does the fast lap, dips into the 49s. Cuts off Martin, going onto the back straight as he got Bastianini, Bulliger. And it's that Dijan Antonio leading the Italian. As they go 3 wide in front, here comes McDonald with the slipstream. It's a Red Arrows formation where he's going to be leading it heading into the hairpin. McDonald breaks a bit early. As he's got Martin trying to go around his outside. Trying to catch up to his teammate in it's like, and everyone's bashing down the inside of McDonald. Dropped down to 7th in the space of a corner, 8th. As there goes Bulliger battling his way back through the field. It must be Migno who's in the podium places. This is a proper Moto3 race. As McDonald outbreaks as it gets into the back of Martin. Somehow they all survive though. As he got Antonelli in 4th with Canet as the top 5 are broken away. And at that stage of this race, McDonald looking around the outside of the Italian. Not going to work. Oh, just cuts back in front of Martin. And holds on to 7th. But the top 5 are getting away. The front 12 have split up. Fenati's been lost in the shuffle. Down to 10th. We've got DJ Antonio ahead of Bastianini. For 2nd, here comes McDonald down the inside of Bulliger. For 6th. Now he's got 2 laps to gain to the top 5 and get involved for a podium battle. Let's see if he can do it. He's definitely got the pace in his bike. It's just about that back straight. Doesn't have the best straight line speed. As he goes through this first set, he'll connect past DJ Antonio, a long-time leader who's now been usurped by another Italian with Antonelli. What a fantastic battle here between a number of teams, between KTM and Honda. And here goes McDonald. Rear tyre starting to get worn. Well, he's got to push like a hell. He's got Fenati up to 8th ahead of Martin. Got Otel in 7th. And like John was just relaxing a couple of laps ago. Now he's on the charge. As it is crunch time in this Argentine Grand Prix. Martin up to 8th ahead of Fenati. McDonald in no man's land down the back straight. Oh, he outbreaks himself into the hairpin. Tries to push it. Should get a good exit though. There is the German. In 6th temporarily. There's still a gap to the top 5 as Nicholas Oto, he's not giving up on this position. Trying to hold it round the outside. He's going to have the inside line for the right-hander, but McDonald breaks round his outside. As Canet takes the lead from Migno. And it's like Canet was lost a couple of laps ago as well, but he's forced his way to the front. As he's got just over a lap remaining. Who is going to win this? Got no idea at the moment as Bulliger ahead of Fenati for 7th. As there goes McDonald through the long left-hander. Good run. As he's just over half a second behind Bastianini, half a second ahead of Bulliger. He's gaining as he approaches the final lap of this race. Into the ultimate corner, taking the inside line. He's pretty fast into the corner. That's not the best exit though. As he goes on to the front stretch for the final time in this race. Ota ahead of Bulliger, who's been shuffled back down to 9th behind Fenati as well. As you look at your lead pack with Bastianini at the back. And looks like Canette's holding on to that lead ahead of Migno. You've also got Di Giannantonio. You've got a number of Italians. You've got Antonelli as well. Oh, and it looks like Di Giannantonio's made a mistake. Having to defend hard with his fellow Italian, who's been shuffled back now. And it's like by Bastianini. And it looks like the top two have got a slight gap here between the BR46 KTM and Australia got it to a Honda for the victory. But let's see what Patrick McDonald can do down this back straight, breaking into the hairpin. That's much better. But again, that rear tyre very worn. Look at that, not a good run at all. And here comes Finati with McPhee in tow. As he got Jorge Martin down to 9th. Where's the German as well? As all the touching wheels of McDonald and Finati. Because McDonald down the inside into the right hander. Will Finati get the cutback? He will. And here comes Martin as well. Once again, McDonald losing out the last couple of laps when he's trying to push on the top 5. He looks like make me shuffled down to the lower parts of the top 10. As he's got just over a sector remaining in this race. Who's going to win the race? Who's going to get out the top 5? Who's going to get 6th? As here comes McDonald. That rear tyre's dying through the left-hander. As now we go into the right. He's going to have to be a big dive for McDonald to grab 6th, which he is not going to do. He's going to take the points in this like as in looks like Finati. Or was that Martin round the outside of Finati as he go across the line? What a frantic race. As McDonald just couldn't do anything with the tyres on that final lap. As it is Bastianini who wins on his Honda, so often overshadowed by Canette, but it is his day for the Italian, for the monster, with Di Giannantonio in second, Migno in for best KTM, and then we got Canette 4th, Antonelli in 5th on his factory KTM, and then we got Martin 6th, Finati 7th, McDonald with the fastest lap once again, but not the result he wanted out there, just in 8th. He's racking up the points. He was the best Leopard rider, but he still want to be battling for the top 5 and podiums, just like he was in Qatar. He couldn't do that here, though. As McPhee in 9th, Budiga 10th, Ota 11th, Dal Binder in 12th, Liverloy in 13th, Dinello 14th, and Suzuki in 15th. So there is one Mir down in 23rd, could not recover from that early fall. And at the back, you got a couple of Mahindras. So in the championship, Canette leads by just 2 points ahead of Di Giannantonio, with Bastianini up to 3rd, and Migno up to 4th ahead of Finati, with Mir dropping down to 6th, Martin 7th, McPhee 8th, Patrick McDonald is in the top 10 in 9th, but he drops down the order with Budiga in 10th, ahead of Antonelli in 11th. Then you got Otel Loy in 13th, and you've got Nuruddin, Binder, Danilo, and Suzuki, the last point scorer so far this season, in 17th. We finished Patrick at the back. As in the constructors standings, Honda almost has a race win lead already after just 2 rounds, with 50 points playing 27, with Mahindra and Peugeot yet to score. So Patrick McDonald did achieve his race objective just of finishing in the top 8, but once again didn't quite push on again in those last few laps. Maybe got to look at that in America, as Patrick McDonald will be getting his cowboy hat on as we head into the Red Bull Grand Prix of the Americas, round the Circuit of the Americas next time out. Can he qualify a bit better than he has so far, and can he end races better as well? Those are 2 main areas of concern so far for Patrick McDonald, but he's been scoring the points, racking them up for the Leopard Racing. So what will happen next time out? Find out then. South watching. I'll see you then.